Hi folks, and welcome back to Blue Butterfly Budgets. I am here with you today to do just a mid-month check-in. I do have some very interesting news. So we're gonna do a mid-month check-in with the binders, give you some news. I have my change here. So I got this canister at the Dollar Tree. It says pets turn a house into a home. I love the color and just thought it would be, eventually I'm going to put my cat's treats in there, but right now we're just doing that. So first off, welcome to the channel. If you are new, my name is Anita and I just do mostly budgeting videos. I do get paid once a month. My husband is currently out of work. He does do DoorDash off and on. I guess we'll start off with the news first. This past weekend, my husband, excuse me guys, one second. Let me take a sip of my drink. All right. This last weekend, my husband and I decided that we are moving back to Washington State. We were already planning on moving, but we were planning to move closer to my work. However, and I don't remember how much of this I've disclosed or if I've even disclosed it. But back in August, I started to wait. I woke up one morning and I had my left arm and hand felt off. Well, I went to the hospital. They just said it was basically muscle related, gave me a shot, sent me on my way home. I did an MRI. They said it was abnormal, and to follow up with a neurologist. I still, technically, I've seen one, but I haven't seen one really. Anyways, I ended up at the end of August, my hand started to, basically one of the things that's been happening is my left hand, at work, and just in general, I'm always finding myself closing my hand like this. And at work one day, my hand kept closing, but it was closing so much and like my muscles were contracting so much that my nails were digging into my palm, and there was at one point where I had to literally pry my hand open and push against it to keep it open. So when it happened several times during the day, I told my boss, I was like, hey, I need to go to the hospital. So I went to the hospital. So I left work, went to the hospital, checked into the ER. Granted, I'd been in the ER once before and had a CT scan. They said nothing was wrong and claimed that it was a migraine equivalent, as far as what was happening. Anyways, I went into the hospital again, into the ER at the end of August. Because I had already been in the weekend before, basically the whole weekend before, they're like, okay, there's something wrong. And I actually had like a teledoc, like a Zoom meeting with an actual neurologist. And so because of what was going on, they decided to send me up to Kansas City, which is the big city. It's about a 2-hour drive, and 2-hour drive or more. And I went up to one of the bigger hospitals where they have an in-house neurologist. I was up there for 3 nights, 4 days, I think so. I can't remember. Anyways, I had several tests done. I sat in an MRI for 2 hours to have them take an MRI of my head and neck. Turns out I had as of basically the 1st of September, I've had 29 mini strokes. Now, we're not sure how long we're talking about as far as how long they had been going on, and if they had gone on all at like the same time. We're not sure. Just basically, one of those strokes affected me so much that it affected my left hand and arm. I'm still having issues. A lot of it is more, I'm getting better at typing. At one point, I could not even depress my pinky button, I couldn't depress the button with my pinky to hit the A. Like, I could just sit it there, and as much as I willed it to push down, I couldn't get it to push down. Now I can type. I'm not as fast as I was. I used to be able to type 65 words per minute with maybe 1 or 2 errors. I can still type pretty fast with my right hand, but with my left hand, I can type. I do still make some errors, and I do have to go a little bit slower. So I'm probably typing maybe 35 to 40 words per minute still. I mean, it's still pretty fast, but I still have issues, and my hand does get tired. I still have issues doing some other normal stuff with handling paper and even cups and whatnot. I don't have full 100% use of my hand anymore yet. So between that, my husband is still dealing with his facial issue, which he's on prednisone and other steroids, and it seems to be the only thing that's helping. So it's some type of allergic reaction, and we think it's something to do with our house or something in the air or something around here. We're not sure what it is. So, and also my mother is going to have to go in for surgery, and since she's not working but she has a place that we can stay at, we decided that we would move back home. We're going to move back into that place that is not being lived in, and basically as soon as we start working, then we will start paying my mother rent so that she can have some income for herself, and help her out along the way, and see if our move back to Washington helps my husband. I know with me having so many mini strokes with where we're living here in Missouri, the humidity is not good for me, because it can actually cause me to have a heart attack or another stroke, that it can affect me a lot worse. So for all of our health, we have decided to move back to Washington. With that being said, I'm pretty sure in my last video I had talked about, and I could be wrong to be honest, but I moved everything out of all of our sinking funds and envelopes except for groceries, gas, personal, and auto. Everything else went into savings. So I'm gonna go in and do a check-in with you. Today we had received our food stamps. To be honest, when I had read one of the papers, I seriously thought that we were not going to have food stamps this month. So I had done $500 in groceries. Let's see what's left out of that. And I will do, I'm sorry guys, like I said, my left hand does not work. I will be going and dealing with my coins in a minute, but let's go ahead and count what we have left in groceries. So we have 100, 120, 40, 60, 80, 200, 20, 30, 31, 32, 33. So we have $233. I'm going to set that aside. Now, like I said, I had put $100 in personal. Let's see what we have here. We have 20, 40, 41, 42. All right, that's going to stay in personal because that's kind of like my fun money stuff that I wanted. Use it for whatever. All right, and nothing in Josh, nothing in Michael, nothing in Bingo, Star, Home. All right, so auto. We have $20, $40, $60, $80, $100, $20, $40, $61, $62, $63, $64. I'm going to go ahead and put $1 in here. So we will now have 165 in there. I'm weird like that. And then just to kind of show you guys, I have nothing else in here. Ignore that page. These are just extra pages. And I'm sorry, I just realized that might have been out of the picture here. Let's just turn you down a little bit. Okay, so this is my other binder. And I was actually just thinking about this binder because, let me grab something. Alright, so I have some of this play money. I have set aside some money in my in an online account. So what I'm going to do is there is $155 in there, which we've already accounted for 50 of it. So I am going to, I have some hundreds somewhere, but I'm going to just do 20s. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. So there's 5. And then we need a $5 bill. All right. All right, so let's go ahead and see what we have left. Now, I did give my husband $100 because he had to go to town and get some of his stuff. So he does have 100. He is not planning on spending more than 60, possibly 70. But anyways, I want to show you guys, I just have a receipt in there and there is nothing else in these envelopes. So I know you really can't see the back of that, but anyways, so we're not going to count the 100 my husband has right now because you know, whatever he spends, he spends. So I'm gonna set, that was at $50 play money as well. So let's just go ahead. This is 50. Wait a sec. All right, so we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 150, 155. All right, so we have 155, 175, 195, 200, 201, 202, 203. So that's what we have left for right now. So 203. Now we're gonna go ahead and add this here. So 203, so there's 205, 305, 25, 45, 65, 85, 405, 425, $435 in our quote savings, or that we have available to put into savings. So it's just kind of rearranging this so they're kind of all in here, right? And not all funky. And oh, those are upside down. And then I'm going to put this play money in the back for what's in savings. That way I know that, actually, because these are smaller, I'm going to put it up front. And I'm taking my time trying to open and put this money back in so that I don't hit this camera. Alright, so I think I said $435 in savings. We'll probably have, I know my husband was talking about he's just going to give me his DoorDash money, which is about I'm going to say $130. So that's about $565 and that we'll have for savings so far. Alright, now this last little bit, guys, I didn't have very good views or likes on my last separating and rolling video. So I'm going to go ahead and still kind of do this. However, I am going to keep quiet so that I can just speed up this. But that way, if those of you that like it, you can enjoy it. You can speed it down if you wanted to. I'm going to guess that I am definitely going to have enough to fill up my quarter rolls. I'm thinking I can do a nickel roll, and I may be able to do a penny roll. Other than that, I don't think I have enough dimes in here. But I do know for a fact that somewhere in here I have a wheat penny. So I'm going to take down my other little thing here. So now, oh, the one good thing, guys, about going back to Washington, we can use this Regal card. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and shut up and go ahead and do this. Alright guys, just a quick little not over here. My quarters are already full, so we'll see if how much more we can get. All right, we're done with quarters. We're going to go ahead and go on to nickels. All right, we definitely have enough for a roll for nickels. We're going to go on to pennies. All right, so let's check them for the wheat pennies. Alright guys, I think, let's see if I can get these out in a decent light here. I want to say this one's my wheat penny. Oh, I was right. I seriously did not take a look at it beforehand. It was just the coloring that showed it to me. But this, if you haven't seen a wheat penny, is what they look like. And actually, I just realized I never had this light on. Let's see if we can shine it over here so you guys can actually see. That's a wheat penny. So it's got the wheat grains here on the side. So we're gonna throw that in here. The rest of these pennies, I'm gonna flip over and see if I can find any more. If anything, maybe that one? Nope. Alright, no more wheat pennies, so let's go ahead and put them in with the others. And we are full, so we're going to put pennies down here for right now. Oops, I just dropped one. That's alright. I'll get it later. It's not going to make or break me right now. Next, I'm going to take a look at our dimes. and see if we have any that are 1965 or older, just like the quarters. And no, I do not check anything on the nickels right now. I haven't really been able to find anything too worthy. I'm sure there are, but stuff that is easy enough to see offhand quickly, I haven't found anything. Oh, darn, that was off by 1 year. Alright, most of these are like 2010 or newer. So, let's see. We can most definitely do quarters, nickels, and pennies. So let's start with our quarters, and I'm going to start here. And I just dropped nickels. Okay, so there's our $10 in quarters. Okay. And if you're wondering, I used to be a blackjack dealer, so that's how come I can handle the coins like you would see a dealer handle poker chips. Alright, I'm going to set that one in there. We're going to go to nickels next. So each stack is 25 cents. Alright, so each one of these, so 4 stacks of 5 is $2 in nickels. I don't seem to come around nickels very much, so they seem to be the one that, the one container that I use the least often. I think I usually come around with more dimes than I do nickels. right, that did not work. I usually use this finger for it. Let's try it again. I think I have enough in there that I can do this way. Okay. And now pennies. Pennies is a little bit harder to do this with just because some of them, the older ones, are so much thinner. So I do kind of like to take a second count. So 3, 6. See, that's 9. 3, 4, 5, and there's 5. 4, so I need to add one more to that stack. So maybe I was just short on that. That's good. Alright, there's my 50 cents in pennies. We'll stick those back there. And we're just going to stick. Oh, there's my baby girl. Yes, baby. Yeah, Daddy's not here right now, is he? So if you can hear the meowing, guys, that's my star baby, our kitty cat. She's spoiled rotten. She won't admit it, but she is. Yeah. Alright, so there is $12.50 in change that is rolled, and by the end of this month I'm pretty sure that I will have, well, I might, since we're using our food card money now, I won't have as much grocery change, so I may actually not add anymore, to be honest. This will be added to October's. Alright folks, well, my baby girl wants my attention, so I'm going to go ahead and give it to her, but this is today's mid-month check-in basically. So we have $12.50 and change that got rolled. We put over $200 back into savings, and we'll see what the next 2 weeks look like. And so I will probably do a quick video when I get paid to kind of catch you guys up on where we stand with selling our place and moving. So there may not be an actual budget for October. We will see. All right, guys.